All right, what is up, guys? So today we're going to talk about how to create an engagement ad for pennies on the dollar to get social proof, right, in the form of likes and comments and shares on your ad before, actually spending, on more expensive kind of likes and shares and comments in the United States. So we're going to get a bunch of social proof on our ad for cheap using the patented Ninja social duplication strategy. And then we're going to show you how to actually duplicate that social proof onto another ad, a traffic ad that we're going to use inside of the United States to actually drive real paying customers to whatever we're trying to sell. And so the first thing that we're going to do, guys, is we're going to set up an engagement ad, because engagement ads, what they're meant to do is show your advertisement to people who have proven through their Facebook kind of how they act on Facebook, their Facebook history, that they are very likely to engage and like and comment on posts, right? So Facebook knows who's more likely to like a post, and they're only going to show ads when you choose the engagement marketing objective to people who have proven through their Facebook browsing history that they're significantly more likely to actually like and comment and share and engage with posts, right? And so what we're going to do is we are going to call this one dentist engagement. And what we're going to do is we're going to do post engagement. If we're going to actually try to get likes for our Facebook page, we could do page likes, but we're going to do post engagement for this because what we're trying to do is get our post, right? Because remember, all Facebook ads are posts also. So we're trying to get our post or our ad engagement on it because, again, nothing attracts a crowd quite like a crowd. When your advertisement has social proof, when it has a bunch of likes, when it has a bunch of comments, it gets people's attention, right? People are like, oh, if all of those other people are liking this ad, then maybe I should also pay attention to it. Maybe they have some credibility. Maybe it's something that I might be interested in too, right? So again, nothing attracts a crowd quite like a crowd. From the OG P.T. Barnum said that, and I love that quote. So we're going to continue and create this one. And we're going to create a new ad set here. We're going to call this the same thing, dentist engagement. And what we're going to do is we are going to make this very simple, right? Like we're going to do, instead of the United States though, and kind of the key to this, right, is if we were to run an engagement ad in the United States, it would cost, a significantly more per like, per comment, and things like that than if we run our ads in, our secret locations, which I'm about to share with you guys, right? So we're going to close out United States because the whole point of this one is to just get engagement. So we're going to choose Thailand here. We are going to choose Bangladesh. We're going to choose India, and we are going to choose Pakistan. Because these are, they have a lower cost of living. Facebook understands that these likes aren't necessarily worth as much, and so they charge you literally like 1/100th of the cost of a like within the United States, right? So we're going to choose these four. These are the four that I've proven after a ton of testing to be the most the cheapest price for engagement of any countries in the world, and they get you the engagement the fastest, right? We're going to choose all. Doesn't really matter about gender here. Language, we can do English. It's not going to change the numbers like that drastically. It's still 310 million people. And you like English just because, if they don't speak English and they see your ad, they're probably not going to even know what the heck it means, so they're not going to engage with it. And then the only thing that we're going to put in detailed targeting is something very, kind of basic, right? Normally, we don't like to choose these for detailed targeting because it's not like there's a Facebook page that says dentist, right? But if Facebook has a loose affiliation, right? An indirect kind of association that people are interested in dentists. Maybe they share like a picture of their teeth, or there's dentist written in their comments or whatever. Facebook's algorithm says that they're loosely interested in dentists. Usually we don't like to pick this because it's algorithmically based and it's not fact-based, right? Like this isn't like some celebrity dentist that somebody actually has to go out, find their page and like it. That's a fact, right? This is algorithmically kind of loosely based, but for engagement only ads, it's okay to choose this because we want to be very general, right? Because it takes us from 310 million down to 2.9 million, which is still a definitely a large enough audience for us to actually show this to. So we're going to choose dentist here. Edit placements. We can leave it on everything because Facebook's going to kind of try to optimize this to be the cheapest. And when you have everything checked, then they usually are able to get you kind of the cheapest results here. So we're going to choose everything. We're going to do all mobile devices like that. The daily budget for engagement ads, I like to do it between $10 and $20 a day. We're just going to do $20 a day here. And I usually like to let these run until I have about 1,000, between 500 and 1,000 likes, and at least like a few comments. Usually you'll have, it depends, because in these countries you'll have less comments, and comments aren't as important as just likes and shares. But for 1,000 likes, you might get like 1 or 2 shares. Like it's not proportional at all. But again, you don't want a bunch of people from like Thailand and Bangladesh and stuff commenting on your dentist ad. So all you're really looking for is the likes. And again, remember guys, for your posts and for your ads, you can always delete comments. So what we're looking for mainly is like 500 to 1,000 likes. It just gives your ad a lot more credibility when somebody sees it, and people make very split-second decisions about what amount of kind of interest and focus they're going to give to something very quickly. And so this is very, very important to do this, right? So we're going to create an ad here. We're going to do a single image, and we're going to browse the library. We're going to choose this one right here, which we already kind of had made. And something that's very important to remember here, guys, is that Facebook doesn't allow you to actually change the text afterwards. So like for a normal engagement ad, we'd say like, like this page, like you want to tell people exactly what to do. But remember, when we're going to duplicate social proof, when we're going to create very cheap social proof and then use that social proof on a traffic campaign or a conversion campaign in the United States, we can't change the text. So the text that we put in this engagement ad is the exact same text that we're going to later put in our real ads in the United States for traffic, for conversion marketing objectives. So we have to say, like want your free teeth cleaning, or let's say that we're gonna do this one for a San Diego dentist. I'd say like, hey San Diego, right? Because people like the specificity. Want to claim your free teeth cleaning. We are having a let's say like we are having a spring promotion where the first 50 people to call get a completely free teeth cleaning, right? So you could say something like that. You could say $250 value free. And then you could say, click the button below to claim yours while we still have stock, or something like that, right? And so you can do a button here. I like to do learn more. And then the website URL would just be the Ninja funnel, right? Like the funnel that we created for getting leads for our dentists or businesses and things like that. And so this is the link right here. I usually like to shorten them just because it looks a little bit better. So we're gonna go like this, shorten it, copy it. This is just bit.ly.com. And so all we did was shorten this link. This link drives people to our landing page where we give away 50% or 50 vouchers for 100% free teeth cleaning. Oh, we say $500 value here. So let's change this here to match up. $500 value for free. Click the button below to claim yours while we still have stock. I usually like to say like click here also, and then have the link just so it's both in the ad itself and in the call to action button, and so people have more kind of ability to click that link. So we're going to put the website URL there. We're going to make sure our Facebook pixel is turned on, and we are going to confirm. Right, and so once this ad is set up, then we're going to jump in and we're going to show you exactly how to actually claim the post ID from this particular ad. And then we're going to show you how to duplicate that post ID with a new marketing objective in the United States. So once your ad has a bunch of social proof, it has a bunch of likes and things that you want just to kind of make it seem more popular. Once it has all of those things, then we're going to actually duplicate all of that social proof and then run it as either a traffic campaign or a conversion campaign, depending on how much pixel data and website traffic we've had from United States. And people always ask me, Kevin, isn't this going to mess up our pixel because people are coming like from Bangladesh and Thailand, right? These people aren't clicking on the link, or 1 out of 1,000 is actually clicking on the link. Very, very tiny proportion, right? These are people who have proven they engage with posts, but they don't click it, right? If they clicked posts, then Facebook would categorize them under people that they show show traffic ads to or conversion ads to, not engagement, right? So these people are very, very rarely actually clicking on the post itself. And even if they do, it's going to be like 1 in 1,000 or less, and it's not even going to have any type of actual impact on, you know, the advertisement that you're running and your pixel data being like messed up or in any way. So it's totally fine. So once this is actually created, we're going to jump in and I'm going to show you guys exactly how to duplicate it. All right, so once you actually kind of get that done and it's live, all you have to do is come in here under ads. And this is the engagement post that we just made. And we're going to click edit here. Once we click edit, there's this very obscure little hidden button right here that once you click it, you'll see that it gives you a couple of options of previews. What we're going to do is share the preview of the Facebook post with comments. And then what we're going to do here, guys, is Facebook gives you these two little numbers. It says posts, and then it gives you this little number right here. We're going to take this little number. We're going to copy it, right? I guess we don't need to close that. We're going to copy it. And then what we're going to do is we are going to exit out. We're going to create a brand new ad, right? And so what we're going to do, guys, is we're going to create an advertisement here. Oops, let's go back to actually the main ads manager. And then we're going to create a brand new ad. And instead of picking engagement here, guys, we're going to pick traffic. So we're going to assume we have no traffic. We have no pixel data or anything like that. We're going to call this dentist traffic social proof dupe, as in duplication, right? And if I was doing this for real, I might name it a little bit more based on like the things that I was going to choose to really target people. But for this example, it's not really that important. So dentist traffic social dupe. We're going to run the traffic to the website. And again, this is going to be actually running traffic this time. So we're going to choose San Diego here instead of the United States because we're actually running this in San Diego. And we're going to lower this a little bit, make it a little bit smaller, just San Diego, Chula Vista, some of the more major cities. We're going to do this as if it's a real ad this time. So people that are looking for a dentist generally are people who have kids, right? Because people who don't have kids or are younger than a certain age usually go to their parents' dentist or like some dentist that they've already been introduced to. So normally it's people who are, 28 through 40 or like 50-ish. And so we're just going to choose these just to be sure. And if this was for real, I would go into Audience Insights and I would look at like Oral-B and like all those different things to figure out the exact age. But the point of this video is to just show you guys how to actually do this. So we're not going to like go super in depth on the targeting. We're going to do English here just because San Diego does have a large Hispanic population. And then we're just going to fly through this really quick. We're going to do Oral-B. We're going to do, Crest white strips. You could do Crest toothpaste also. And then, you want to be sure that they recently moved because people who recently moved are definitely more likely to actually be looking for a dentist. And then, we want to have like parent with children aged 13 through 18, parent with children aged, we do like 6 through 8. We do all of them basically from 0 years old up to 18 years old because I think after 18, people parents with kids after they turn 18 or older are probably a lot less likely to be looking for a new dentist because they probably already have one at that point. So, we choose all of the ones right there. This is just lightning quick because this isn't what this video is about. We'd make this daily budget like $5 to $10, whatever. If we're doing a lot of split tests, obviously it would be like a little bit lower at first, but we're just going to do $20 here. For these placements, since this is a real ad, we're going to remove all of the ones that don't generally convert as well and just leave Facebook feeds. And then we might split test, mobile only versus desktop only. But again, this video is not, it's like hard for me to not make an ad correctly, but I'm literally just trying to show you guys actually how to duplicate this, right? And so what we're going to do is instead of having the default create ad here, we're going to go to use existing posts, right? And so this little number that we had from before, we're going to copy that. And what we're going to do is we are going to go to where it says enter post ID. So we're going to enter the post ID here and we're going to press submit. right? And now what this does is it brings up this ad, and like once we let this run for a little bit, right, there's going to be a bunch of likes, maybe some comments, and some shares, right? And the ad itself is just going to look significantly more kind of authoritative. People are going to see social proof. They're going to think that other people are interested. It's going to establish legitimacy, right? Social proof is unbelievably important, guys. I can't stress that enough. For ads and for anything that you do, any business you do, people all now look for reviews. Amazon has made it like a necessity, right? That everything you do needs testimonials, needs reviews. That's why it's so important to get testimonials for your Facebook ad agency from friends, family, local business owners, whatever. Because the more testimonials you have, the easier it is to get new business. It's the same thing here, guys. Social proof is always incredibly important with everything we do. And so what we've done, guys, is we've very easily created an ad here that is San Diego specific. Now it's a traffic campaign. We've leveraged the social proof from the other ad that we created, and we got that engagement and that social proof and those likes for pennies on the dollar of what it would cost to do the exact same thing in the United States, guys. And that is the beauty of the social duplication strategy. Estimated reach too low. Okay, so I think I got too specific here. So let's get rid of some of these. All right. And now we'll confirm. And so once this ad is kind of confirmed and up and live, we're going to do one final thing, right? So this is the traffic social proof duplication, right? And so the last thing that's very important to understand, guys, is whenever we duplicate this to do split tests, maybe we're going to check 24 through 35 year olds, and then we're going to check 35 through 45 year olds, right? Or maybe we're only going to target men, or only target women, or we're going to only target people who like Crest White strips versus only targeting people who like Oral-B, just to see what interests and what split test demographics are performing better, right? Split testing is the key to Facebook ads. So whenever we split test and duplicate this, guys, a very important point to note is when we duplicate this ad, what is going to happen is it's going to duplicate pointing at that original post, right? So all of the engagement that all of these different split tests get are all going to stick to one post, which is very important. Because if you create 100 split tests, for example, and each 100 of them gets one like, all 100 of them will have the aggregation 100 likes. And that is a beautiful, such an efficient, amazing kind of thing that this social duplication strategy allows, right? All of the social proof from all of your different split tests, if you do it this way, all stick, and they all just keep building, continually building. And the beautiful thing is it's a snowball effect. As an ad gets more social proof, people care more, and then they're more likely to give social proof, and people continue to care more, and it snowballs, and then it becomes more and more effective and efficient and amazing, guys. And so that is the social duplication strategy, creating an engagement ad in developing countries where the cost of likes are significantly cheaper, 100 times cheaper, and then copying over that social proof into an actual traffic campaign where you are running real traffic in San Diego, wherever you are in the United States, to your website of people who are actually going to buy from you, and they're going to be much more likely to buy from you because of that social proof, guys. So that is a little hack that I use for all of my advertisements, and it's going to make you a ton of money, and more importantly, it's going to save you a ton of money, so you can spend that money on more split testing, which is going to in the end give you more profit, guys. So I hope you enjoyed this one, and let's get to the next.